O radiant moon that lights my soul, O desert rose, I could never control. I whispered your name in the winds of the dune. You are my last wish, my eternal tune. I searched through valleys, I soared through skies, carried by falcons where freedom lies. But freedom meant nothing when I saw your face. It tethered my spirit with silken grace. The stars wrote stories with your eyes in ink. One gaze from you, and I forgot to think. A king I was, but a beggar I stand, just to feel the warmth of your slender hand. The sun in the east bows low to your light, and shadows retreat from your beauty's might. Yet your silence speaks more than any song, a melody that haunts my nights so long. I gave you verses carved from my heart, each line a flame, a sacred art. But your lips stayed still, your gaze afar, like chasing a dream behind a star. You are my prayer beneath the sky, the echo I hear when the falcons fly. Not every love must end in embrace. Some burn forever in silent grace. The sands remember my every vow, each grain a whisper, each dune a bud. If destiny wrote we should drift apart, then let this truth remain in my heart. You are the wish I never let die, the final tear I refuse to cry. Even if fate keeps you from me, my love is a flame that will always be. Oh, beloved, written in timeless script, in the book of longing where names are crypt, know this, if my breath should ever cease, you are my last wish, my soul's peace. Oh, you, whose absence burns like fire in my chest, whose silence turns the stars to stone and steals my rest. I have crossed the sands where only echoes remain, carrying your memory like a noble chain. I am the rider of forgotten winds, a heart once free, now bound by sins, the sin of loving one who never stayed, of worshipping a mirage that light betrayed. The dunes call your name in sighs at dawn, the falcon circles, but you are gone. Even the gaff tree leans in grief for love that bloomed and met no relief. I do not seek to change your path, nor rewrite fate, nor question wrath. But if the moon can borrow light, then why can't I dream of you each night? You are the breath in a still oasis, the glow in the dark where no traces. Even as time steals the color from day, your memory refuses to drift away. I remember your eyes like pools of dusk where mystery dwelled behind a golden husk. They told no lies, but they hid so much, like a tale untold or a mistouch. Untouched. You were not cruel, nor ever unkind, but distant like the wind I cannot bind. I spoke with poetry, bled ink and rhyme, yet none could hold you, not even time. I watched from cliffs where hawks descend, hoping your shadow the clouds would send. But the sky stayed clear, no sign, no trace, just the ache of yearning I still embrace. I once wore crowns of tribal pride, now I wear your ghost where tears reside. I ride my steed with fire in veins, yet nothing can quench these sacred pains. Honey, oh beloved, why were you carved so deep that even sleep cannot help me sleep? You are the scent in the desert breeze, the cry of the wolf among the trees. I told the stars to take my plea, to speak your name eternally. If ever you gaze at the midnight sky, know that one star is my goodbye, and star is my goodbye. But it is not a farewell of sorrow and shame. It is a bow to the fire you became, a flame that danced within my soul, and made a broken man feel whole. I met 100 maidens fair with honeyed tongues and raven hair, but none could sing the silent song of a love unfinished yet so strong. And they ask, why do you still wait? I say, because love has no gate. She was my wish, my only prayer. To lose such a thing is beyond despair. Still I ride where silence reigns, through burning suns and cleansing rains. Your name is carved in every dune, etched beneath the crying moon. I do not ask for one last glance, nor plead again for a second chance. But if you feel a breeze that sighs, it's my love, wearing the desert's disguise. You are my last wish, not for return, but for peace where the embers burn, to remember you without regret, to honor a love I can't forget. So let me be the one who waits, by destiny's closed, golden gates. Not every story needs an end, some life forever just round the bend. My horse shall rest near the whispering well, where tales of lost hearts forever dwell. And if they ask what kept me so, say, he loved her still, though she did not know. O heart that beats beneath this robe, O soul that walks beneath the globe, why do you search where silence grows? Why chase the wind that never slows? You are the question the desert keeps, the reason the falcon no longer sleeps. My days are a caravan lost in sand, guided by dreams in your unseen hand. I pass the ridges of time-worn land, where your shadow once blessed the sand. Oh, it's blessed the sand. Even the wind, when it brushes my cheek, feels like your whisper, soft and meek. I remember the way your glance would fall, not as a gift, but as a call. As though your gaze was born from flame, a riddle with no face or name. I rode through dust to find your trail, following stardust, frail and pale, but the night had swallowed all you gave, and left your love an unseen grave. The tribes sing songs of sword and pride, but none can heal what I hide inside. 1,000 warriors at my side, yet I am alone where memories ride. My falcon returns with empty claws, the owl plays songs with sudden pause, Every note it dares to sing tears apart a sacred string. Do you not feel the pulse I send? The verses carried by winds that bend? Do you not hear the hooves at night, galloping hard toward your light? You are the dream no time can steal, a wound that aches but does not heal. I buried kingdoms to see your face, and found in the dust your empty place. I stood at the edge of dawn's last cry, and asked the heavens, tell me why? But the sky had no reply to give, only silence where love used to live. My sword once struck with perfect aim, but now it trembles at your name. You softened me in ways unseen. I became less man and more between. They say to forget, to let you go, to let the winds erase your glow. But how can I erase the fire that made my spirit rise higher? You are my last wish, not in grief, but in the way a rose gives brief relief. Not in the way that tears demand, but in how a heart learns to withstand. If you are gone, then let it be, yet carry this truth across the sea. No throne, no crown, no golden prize could ever outshine your vanished eyes. And if one day when I am gone, you walk where these poems linger on, if you hear a line that holds your name, know it was forged in sacred flame. No bitterness rests in my final breath, only love that dances close to death. And in my silence there remains this. You'll forever be my last wish. I have walked through the years as though through a mirage, each footstep echoing the weight of your collage. Not a picture, not a presence, not a trace I could claim, yet my soul has memorized the rhythm of your name. I spoke to the mountains, to the stones in the field, to the winds in the canyon where secrets are sealed. I asked them, as she passed, did her shadow touch the sand? But they gave no reply. Only silence took my hand. The moon it rises, then fades with regret, as if it too has a sorrow unmet. Even the stars seem heavy with thought, as though they remember the joy you brought. The hawk I trained returns no more, its wings grown tired from searching the shore. It sought the fragrance your veil once wore, but deserts don't speak of those we adore. Oh, beloved, when I held you in dreams, it was not fantasy. It was the seams of a soul unraveling in need of grace, trying to rebuild from the ruins of your face. I gave you a heart not carved from gold, but one that burns and cannot be sold. It was not wrapped in silks or stone, but it beat for you, and you alone. And if one day my poems are found, carved in stone or sung in sound, let them not speak of sorrow or shame, but of a man who lived by her name. You are my last wish, not the kind that fades, not a spark that time evades. You are the storm that shaped my skies, the tear that never leaves my eyes. And should I pass into dust or flame, let no one ask who lit the flame. For all shall know, from star to fish, you beloved, were my last wish. The fire is faded, yet the embers glow, like secrets buried deep below. I sit alone, the stars my dome, the desert empty, yet still my home. And in that emptiness you shine, like water just beyond the line. Not here, not there, not in my arms, yet I still burn for your phantom charms. I have crossed the rub alkali's breath, face silence sharp as a lover's death. Not for conquest, not for gold, but for the ghost my heart still holds. My heart still holds. The men around me age and wed, their tents are warm, their children fed. But I remain with sword and pen, still writing you again and again. You were the verse I could not end, the flame that never learned to bend. And so I wander through fading years with poetry in place of tears. Oh, you whose voice was never mine, why do I still call you divine? You gave no vow, made no decree, yet every path leads back to thee. Even the falcons sense my grief, their wings less sharp, their dives more brief. They tire of skies that never change, that echo a name that feels so strange. Once I believed that time would heal, that new hands could make me feel. But hands are not enough, I see. Not when the soul is lost at sea. You were the compass I misunderstood, the storm I welcomed, though I should have turned away before the tide pulled my peace and will aside. But I am not broken. No, not quite. I am the lantern in the night, still burning though the wind may moan, a poet crowned by love alone. They ask me why I don't forget, why I carry pain like sacred debt, and I just smile and let them be, for they've never loved eternally.